everything about it. I'm just sorry, I was just going over numbers in my head.
I know.
He thinks because you're so well liked that there's no way. And I said, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate. He didn't like me playing devil's advocate at all. I said, some people could say, okay, well, he's a strong competitor. We can get her out anytime. Let's get him out. He said that would never happen. You have the numbers. We have the numbers. And he goes, and then nobody's thinking that we're in an alliance. I said, nobody is anyway. Right? But he was like, how? He goes, what did he say? He's, in his head, this is the best plan without getting any
more blood on
his hands. But let's go over numbers now. Don't.
Well, right now we were just in a room. Anthony, Kira, Eddie,
me,
you, Esty,
Damien,
Mark,
and yeah, right.
7.
See,
like hope, yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. But you know, the thing that worries me is I prayed with them last night. It was him and Adam. And then I leave. And first thing this morning, this is what he comes with. So I believe that Adam kind of has his ear a bit.
Yeah.
But you win, I win, POV, Anthony, somebody's going to pull you down.
Or we don't pull me down.
Or we do. Do you get me? If one of your crew pulls you down, then he's going to have to get more blood on his hands, which is on him. That was part of the game that he decided to play. Do you get me? Because he's acting as if it's a good idea. He believes that you could win the POV and bring yourself down. So then it just makes him have to put somebody else up. Somebody that would get minimum blood on his hands. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I 100% feel like you're safe. I just don't like that position. I don't like...
What happens if I win and I keep myself there?
Why? Yes. A big ass move, but a big ass move that could get you out the door.
Yeah, but it's a big sacrifice.
No, we're not sacrificing ourselves. No, we don't need to throw ourselves on the sword. We don't have to do that. Do you get me?
Yeah, that's what I think.
You build your resume. You're building your resume. You go up on the block. You bring yourself down. That's a bigger move than keeping yourself up there and the rest of Canada is going, what the fuck? You understand me? So, but he thinks that this is building trust between, he said, you know, you told me about the Fair Alliance. He said that he's tried to play a game with you and you would never. I said, because it's unspoken. It's unspoken. So I said, we don't have to come in here and jump around and high five. I said, it's a knowing that we all have each other's backs.
Yeah.
Until we can't. Do you understand me? I said, it's not, I said, I know that you've watched so many shows, so you think it's supposed to be a certain way. And I said, it's not like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, think outside the box.
Yeah.
That these are your people, so you can go do what you want and so on, but you know these people have your back. So you in POE, you frickin' well take yourself off the block. I win POV, guess what, brother? I'm putting it on your neck. Anthony wins POV, guess what? Okay. He's putting it on your back. Damien?
We just talked that we should keep myself there, but you're right. Just take it, and you're right. Just
Who the frick told you such stupidness?
I don't know why I felt like a sacrificial lamb, but you're right. It's better to take myself off.
Anthony was even saying, well, maybe I should volunteer to go on the block. I was like, are you stupid? We do not volunteer. We don't do it.
That's what basically he's asking of me.
Right?
Well, yeah.
We don't volunteer. I had to pray, because I said, you have to bring it down, man. I said, like, this is a blessing, your position. And so, and the whole thing is, if you make up your mind about something, you don't need to have everybody, but he wants everybody to say, oh, good, yes, you're doing the right thing. I said, it's never going to be like that. So, do you get me? I said, I'm offering you other options. Like, my other option to him was like, put up Mark. He's not in your alliance. And so on. He was like, but why? He goes, I don't have a reason to put him. I said, you don't have a reason to put it. He goes, he's a strong player. Yes, I do, because he could bring himself down. I said, you don't think Mark can? I said, don't stop people
he's
short.
Underestimating so many others and putting me on a pedestal.
Do you get it?
I get it. That's why there must be a better way around it. Anyone.
And And he was like, why would you throw out a different name? He goes, if we're an alliance, why wouldn't you say the same name you said? You know what I mean? I said, because we're not that kind of alliance. You know, we know what we're doing. Week for week, we know what we're doing. Simple. But he thinks this is a way, in his mind, of building trust with you to show, yes, you went up there, but there's no way that you're going home. And I honestly, personally believe that there's no way for you to go home. Not when, how many people have got you, right?
Yeah.
So do you know 150,000 million%? I do. You know that with Anthony. You know that with Damien. You know that with Mark. Are you good with Mark?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that Mark is gonna, right? Who else do we have that we're saying?
Etsy.
Okay. Perfect.
Kiki.
Perfect.
What else are we missing?
Does New Girl get to vote?
Probably.
Okay, well then she'll vote however I tell her to vote.
And then it's Adam, Sam, Chelsea.
Okay, and they'll go with, right? But even if they don't, who cares? You still have the numbers, right?
Yeah.
And so for it to be a tie, then he would have to break it. And she ran her mouth too much with his name in it. Do you get me? So she's gone. It's just, it's not
What's
even
the
a risk.
worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario, you don't get pulled off the block.
No.
And we vote to keep you.
No, what the worst case is, let's say they win POV.
They wouldn't. Then if that happens, then his dumb ass, sorry Jesus, I don't mean he's dumb, but his little foolish self puts up somebody bigger.
And then it's a harder decision to make.
No, it's not. Not for all those people that we just said.
Yeah.
She would. There's no chance in hell that they're going to win. There's no chance.
I must admit though, like if it was going up anyone, I would choose them.
Mm-hmm.
Like a best case.
If you're gonna have to do your time, that is best case scenario. Nobody in the house wants them here.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Right? But I think he's tripping out. He's like, because you're all sketchy about it and so on. I was like, if I said I was
sketchy, it's just that like
I said,
there must be a better way. Like,
yeah, I said if I put you up, I said you would be sketchy. Could you imagine? I said you would be sketchy too.
Yeah, I meant to do that, but it's a good thing you did it. Sometimes you gotta twist it on them.
Right, so they can see the bigger picture. And I said, you have your mind made up. I said, so let me. I didn't want him in here because that just makes my heart go fast.
Yeah.
Probably yours too. You're just not going. But I don't like that he went there. Anthony, his logic is messed.
Even Eddie's like, that logic doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, Eddie too. And there's another number.
Where there you go. So, right? So, if you can just be in a knowing that you're good. No, do you know that?
Yeah.
Like, no, 110% I'm good. And I'm just going with the flow. Because then you're going to carry yourself in a certain way. That'll bring about what it is we want. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's when people that are in this position and then they start getting all crazy that things turn. But it can't turn.